Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, gamers! Today, we have a very special, soft guest with us today. Please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's me, Karma!
Holy shit, that is Inferno! Anyway, today's Christmas special is brought to you by our soda, Fanta, and our girl, Buki. This mat was provided to us by Inked Gaming. Anyway, let's get to the real good stuff now. Oh, alright, so what do we got today? We got a pack of sleeves, pretty good stuff. Always need that. And then we got, let's see what cards we got today. Probably a bunch of Duel Master stuff. Okay. Move some of the stuff out of the way. We got McKay, Rattling Doll, pretty decent. It's a 2K blocker, and then we got Metal Wing, Sky Terror. He's pretty decent. He lets you kill a blocker anytime he attacks. He's a double breaker, pretty good. We got Ancient Giant. He's pretty cool. He's 9K for 8. He can double break, and he isn't blocked by darkness creatures. Pretty good since a lot of those darkies have Slayer. Then we got Chippies. I can't pronounce that Mexican word. He lets you save one of your armored dragons when they die. Pretty decent ability, I'd say. Then we got Toto, another Mexican Italian name. He gives all your dragons haste. That's pretty sweet as well. They're pretty weak, these little bird guys, but that's kind of a trade-off. Then we got Zeppelin Crawler, really awesome card. So he's a little overcosted, but when he blocks, you get to do a scry like Kelp Candle. But unlike Kelp Candle, he has more than 1,000 power, so he'll actually not get totally owned every time he fights. So that was the first package. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got some cool stuff here. We got Magmarex. He's a shield trigger, and he kills all dudes that have power 1,000, so he's kind of like a board wipe. He's pretty sweet. We got Gigamente. He's a Chimera, but he's also a strictly worse Amber Piercer, so not the best card. He's got a silent skill, which kind of sucks. Mecha Dragon's Breath, amazing blowout card, can totally ass fuck your opponent when used correctly. We got 10-ton crunch, shield trigger, kills something, pretty good card. Hydro Hurricane, really good if you build your deck around this thing. Otherwise, kind of mediocre. And we got Explosive Fighter U-Card. Now, this is the card that got me wanting to play Duel Masters in the first place. I'll bring this up a little closer. This is like a cool anime dragon Gundam armored dude. When I was like 9 years old or whatever, I thought he was pretty badass looking. I never got one of these myself as a kid, and honestly, looking back, this is not really a very good card. I mean, it looks cool. It's got like guns and stuff, but he's kind of sucks because if he gets hit by a single Spiral Gate, you just lost like 2 mana, and you can't get that back. And if you summon again, you lose 4. Then we got Bolt Tail Dragon. He's level 7, he's double breaker, he's 9k, pretty good cost. And I bought a bunch of these Final Fantasy cards. I don't know how to play this game, but I mean, Refia, she's pretty hot. I'd have sex with her. I got this guy because he looks like a Fumo. There's apparently a lot of these Fumo cards. And then I got like Final Fantasy 5 and 6 cards because that's my favorite Final Fantasy game, right? And yeah, it's just like a bunch of Final Fantasy cards there. Anyway, I got 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We got A Hero Lives. This is from, what is it? USA. I don't know what set that is, actually. But, pretty good card in the Elemental Hero deck. I already had one in my Heroes deck, but I wanted to get a foil version. So, we got that. That's pretty cool. And then there's another Yu-Gi-Oh card. What the fuck is this? Corvo! Why? Why did I bring you back to life, you fucking bastard? I put you in the Fumo, and you're still fucking with all my cards! I don't want this shit in my collection, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you, Corvo! Ah! It's okay, we're calm. Everything is fine. Corvo isn't real, he can't hurt us. It's okay. We're calm. Everything is fine. Corvo isn't real. He can't hurt us. Okay, so moving on. We've got 2 video games here, kind of another 2-for-1 pack like last time. This thing is stuck on the corner. What do we got? Got God of War, PS2. I think that's God of War 2. Obviously, the other game is Tokyo Extreme Racer. No, it's God of War. Come on. Yeah. So I never played these games. I didn't know what the hell they were about. I thought they were like stupid cinematic games or whatever. But apparently, these are actually really cool hack and slashes. I mean, they look pretty badass and cool and stuff, you know. My pal Finley was saying how these games are actually cool and not false, so I decided to give them a try and, you know, play them eventually when I'm not busy, like probably today later. And then last one here. This one is probably the one I've been waiting for the most. Basically, there are scalpers, resellers of cards who sell things for way more than they have any right to be sold, and these people, I'm not legally allowed to say what should happen to them, but they're not good people, okay? You know, a piece of cardboard should never go for more than $10 max or whatever. These cards, thank God, I managed to get for super cheap. So this guy right here, I would always see on eBay for like 25 bucks. I got this for like $2. Awesome deal, obviously. So let's go over this card right now. Smash Warrior Stag Randu. So he's interesting. So he's got an ability where if he's fighting a dude with 6k or more, he gets plus 9k, so he gets to 10,000. And if he's fighting anyone between 6 to 9k, he can just insta-kill them, which is pretty neat. There's a lot of situations where you'd want this, and I mean, it's a good card. I don't know why it's like $25, but we're talking about the most fucking overpriced cards of all time. It's this one, motherfucking Soul Swap. All right, let me tell you about this. So, one morning I woke up and I went on my computer. I saw an email notification and it was saying like, oh, Troll and Toad has restocked some cards. And then, you know, I check the email notification, fucking Soul Swap, and this guy too. And normally this card, it's worth a lot. It's around $100. In addition to that, there are a lot of people who will sell the card for like $120, $110, right? And this is a rare card from a booster, so it is possible to pull it from a booster pack, and people will sell that booster pack for like $100 each, and that's not even a guaranteed chance to get this card. Now, how much did I pay for this? I paid like $9.99, which I'm not a good math guy or whatever, but that's a lot less than like $120. Like, I had people propositioning me, being like, "Oh, I can get a copy of this card for $100 for you," and I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not down with that. And I waited. I decided to hold out. I was like, you know, maybe one day they'll sell it for like $20 or something cheap. But I managed to get, you know, one of the most rarest cards in the game, probably one of the top 5 most expensive TCG cards, most coveted cards, for way less than it should have been. I mean, this was $2, this was $9, not including shipping. I barely paid like $15 for this, which, you know, that's a steal. That's awesome. I'm really happy about that, because I hate these spurgs who like try to act like cardboard actually has a value. Like, the actual material that this is composed of isn't any different from the bicycle poker cards you can get at a dollar store, you know? Hold up. I never actually explained why this card is worth over $100. It has to be pretty good then, right? So let me just read you the card text verbatim, and then I'll expand on it after. So here's the text for Soul Swap. Shield trigger. When the spell is put into your hand from your shield zone, you may cast it for no cost. You may choose a creature in the battle zone and put it into its owner's mana zone. If you do, choose a non-evolution creature in that player's mana zone that costs the same as or less than the number of cards in that mana zone. That player puts that creature into the battle zone. So what exactly does that mean? Basically, this card is fucking broken. As a shield trigger, you can potentially play it for free, and it is extremely cheap at just 3 mana. Now as for the effect itself,
let's say you have this card and you cast it on turn 3. This will allow you to take any of your creatures on the battle zone, put it into your mana zone. And during that step, when you put that creature into your mana zone, you gotta count all the cards in your mana. So you might think, well, I'm on turn 3, I got 3 mana. But you just put a card into your mana zone. Now you can play a turn 4 card on turn 3. That's already really good, but you're not thinking big enough. If you're playing cards like Soul Swap, you're probably playing other green cards too, like Fairy Life or Bronze Arm Tribe. So you're probably already going to have more than just 3 mana, or you're probably going to be way ahead of your opponent in resources. So when you actually do cast Soul Swap, you're going to be playing huge monsters way earlier than you're supposed to. This single card can basically allow you to steal a game before anyone even has a chance to do anything. Here's another point. It says a creature, it doesn't say one of your creatures. You can also target an opponent's monster card. It's not just for cheating out a powerful guy for your field. You can target one of your opponent's threats and then send it back to their mana zone and have them swap it out with a much weaker creature. And because of that, because of how flexible this card is, how cheap it is for casting, and how many multiple applications both defensively and offensively, is exactly why it's so good and why it is so coveted among players. In Japan, this card is just straight up banned because it is in fact that good.
But anyway, who are the winners today? Obviously Buki, because she's saved. She's the only pretty cure who isn't going to burn in hell for all eternity. Obviously me for saving money and getting a really good deal. Definitely not the Fumos. They kind of got wrecked today. Corbo is probably gonna... I don't know what's gonna happen to Corbo, but that little guy is probably gonna have to be in the hospital for the next couple weeks. But this is a really cool playmat. I like it. It's got stitched edges. You can't actually see them, but it means that the corners aren't going to fray. And whenever Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments are back, I don't think they're ever going to be back, but I'm going to be rocking this bad bitch, and people are going to be really confused. And I'm just going to tell them that this is the Fanta mascot in Japan or something, and they're going to actually believe me. And it's going to be really funny. Anyway, Merry Christmas, gamers. I want you to, have a safe Christmas, have fun with your families, appreciate, every little thing you've got, be thankful for whatever you have, gamers, thank God for your health, your family, whatever money you've got, having a roof over your head, having, clothes on your back, having a safe place to sleep, be grateful for that stuff. Because shit's gonna get hard in the future and you're gonna need all the help you can get, and nobody better to rely on than the Lord himself, right? But anyway, gamers, Merry Christmas, take care, and I am signing off. Catch you gamers later.
And now for the credits. I'd like to thank my 3 friends for their invaluable contributions to this holiday special. I couldn't have made it without you guys. The lovely artwork was made by my friend Disco. You can check out his movie review podcast. It's pretty good. His @ on Twitter is @DiscoKino. The special effects were done by my bro Tony, host of the Weebcast. His Twitter is @BigTony1611, and he's also on DLive under the exact same name. Thanks are also in order to Little Corbo for the Fumo voice acting and stunt work. Lastly, I want to thank you viewers, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas.